There's no shame in not getting in the first time round. A lot of students don't get in the first time round and then reapply next year and then do get in.
Don't give up. If medicine is something that you really want to do, then there are different ways to achieve that.
So first of all, there is the feedback that you'll get from your initial application. If they talk about your personal statement being weak or you're lacking experience, that is something quite easily you can get over the next year and then reapply.
I know of someone quite recently actually who took 3 years to get into medical school, and the first time round his AS level grades weren't good enough, so he was upset initially, but then he said to himself, I'm just going to repeat the modules I need to and get the grades. And so he got the grades that were good enough. He then got rejected a second time, and that time was because they said that you hadn't done enough experience and your personal statement wasn't very good. So he went back and he rewrote his personal statement and did a bit more experience. And then he sadly got rejected after that because he gave a bad interview. So he went back and he sort of read a bit more and sort of did some interview practice, and eventually, you know, he got in on the third time, and he was so happy when he got in. And it really does show that, you know, just never giving up. If it's something that you want to go and do, then, you know, don't be sort of disheartened if you're not successful first time. It does happen, and you're not the first one for it to happen to.
There are sort of other pathways you can take into medicine. One of them is graduate entry, so you might consider doing a different degree that is quite similar, and then after you finish that degree, coming into medicine. That naturally makes the process longer, but it makes you more qualified, and you can only really do that if you're very, very dedicated.
Graduate medical students are often very good medical students. I had a couple of plan Bs. Mine was doing biology or biomed science, which is quite a popular thing to do as a medical applicant.
If you've perhaps wanted to be a lawyer or do something else, maybe you've picked English, history and these sort of subjects, and then you've decided you want to do medicine, you have the grades but not in the right subjects, there is actually a foundation year entry that you can do for people that don't have the relevant subjects, and that will give you the basic sciences in a year, and then you proceed to do medicine. But there's usually a lot of this information available on university websites.